What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James, talking to you today about Tellor. Tellor is an oracle. Tellor is very low cap. Tellor has immense potential. It's probably one of the strongest oracle projects out there. Guys, if you're looking for quality investments, this very well could be one. This could pay off huge. So pay attention to this because I'm going to explain why I like it. Before I get into that, I update this spreadsheet. Now, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on the channel. They're actually the first 26 coins I held after the 2018 crash. Had you invested $100 into each of these when I released videos about them and you were still holding all those cryptos, so you'd never sold them, you'd done exactly the wrong thing the whole time and just bought them and done nothing, you'd still be in profit for 8K. That's profit. It's a $2,600 investment. You can add that back on, so you'd have 10.6K. But if you'd done the right thing, if you just sold those cryptos when the markets were flying high last year, you would have made 123K. That is the difference between cashing out at the right time and holding on all year. Now, guys, if you want to see the coins I'm buying up in this bear cycle while these markets are down, come check out Copy My Crypto. The link's in the description. It's where I share every coin I'm buying, every coin I'm selling. We're in a bear cycle. I'm not selling. I'm buying. I'm building positions. If you want to make profits like these, if you want to make gains like these, come to the site. Phantom's top of that list by no coincidence. I've done one Udemy course in my entire life. It was about Phantom and how it was going to be the best investment of the year. Did a 677x. When I find the next coin that I feel confident like I did on Phantom, I'm not going to do a Udemy course. I'm going to tell the members. So if you want to get ahead of the markets, if you want to get ahead of the curve, go to the site, read through it, and if you like it, come join me. Right. Tellor. Tellor's currently priced at about 16 bucks. Tellor, market cap of 36 million. Most of the supply is currently out, which I like. Now, Tellor is an oracle. Tellor is a decentralized oracle. People are often confused about the need for a decentralized oracle. So let me highlight something. So it's very important to recognize that although all oracles aspire to be the bridge that connects vital external data from the existing web to blockchain-based apps, they don't all function in the same way. Some oracles are not blockchains themselves and don't benefit from blockchain's internal economics. The ones that have different architectures, different ownerships, and different consensus mechanisms. The ones that have that. Decentralization is important in the context of oracles because while oracles allow DeFi smart contracts to take inputs from the outside world and enable endless use cases, they can also pose a huge structural risk. Oracles with centralized formats have the vulnerability of a single point of failure. If their central authority makes an error or becomes corrupted, the entire system is at risk. Many existing oracles describe themselves as decentralized, and technically they may be, but as in anything, the devil is in the details. When you dig in, you find that some oracles are more decentralized than others. Take Chainlink as an example. Chainlink is not decentralized in the way that they purport to be, or where anyone that talks about Chainlink purports them to be. Tellor is decentralized. This removes their security vulnerability. This is a very, very good thing. Fundamentally, we have to be aware DeFi is going to grow. It's already pretty big, but it's going to grow more and more and more and more. Now, over the past year and a half, we have seen hackers going after bridges multiple times, and bridges are just oracles in another form. We've seen hackers going after, the code behind a number of different protocols, code behind gaming. A lot of the time it's been bridge exploits. Now, look, as there's more money coming into this market, hackers are going to attack it more. That's an inevitability. That's not news. That's not an incredible insight, is it? But it's true. Now, those centralized oracles are more at risk. As a result, the DeFi protocols that they transmit messages through to, back and forth to, are at risk, along with their underlying crypto. Tellor is not in that situation. Tellor is a truly decentralized Oracle protocol, and they're growing pretty well. Now, what's worth bearing in mind with regards to Tellor is their long-term vision is to not decide to forego security for ease of use. Centralized oracles, the ones that are out there right now within crypto, they are foregoing security to grow their ecosystem. But when they experience exploits, when we see the exploits, they are the ones that are going to suffer, and along with the DeFi protocols that they enable. Tellor, by choosing to ignore ease and going for true decentralization, will allow them to pick up and to support very strong projects down the course of or over the course of its lifespan. And you need to be aware of this, because fundamentally, as DeFi projects come out more and more and more, they're going to want they're certainly going to want Oracle protocols that are secure. And it's important that people are aware of this. And actually, I really like the CEO of Tellor. Like, I watched him on a conference talking about not the CEO, sorry, Nick. It was Nick Fett. Yeah, it was Nick Fett. And he was talking about the inevitability of DeFi growth and the requirement for true decentralization. He did a whole speech on it. It's really worth trying to hunt down. I'll have a look, and if I can find it, I'll post a link on Twitter or something. And he spoke through like the fundamental flaw that people don't really acknowledge is that with bridges that consistently get attacked, they are oracles in another form. And the purpose of their network is to be as secure as possible while still achieving the same results as your chain links, as your other oracles out there. Now, speed is one thing that you have to that they have to sacrifice to some degree right now, or certainly when they were designed, because they identified security as a bigger and more vital component of an oracle. And now, obviously, they can start scaling and speeding up with the plethora of different sort of like layering solutions, whether it's ZK rollups or optimism or whatever. So speed is going to be something that begins to be less of a problem. I think long term, this is a beast. I really do. And the reason I do is, like, fundamentally, again, their goal is to ensure stability, ensure security. And Tellor right now has got a very minuscule market cap, and a 10x on something like this feels inevitable, because look at it. It's a 36 million market cap. That's all. That's all. And a 36 million market cap for a decentralized Oracle project that will grow out of necessity. DeFi projects are going to need more secure, greater security, particularly with the area that can be the single biggest point of failure. And you'll see DeFi cryptos, whether it's your Aves or whatever, not necessarily blue chips immediately, but DeFi protocols will start looking to come to something like Tellor because the security is better. And if you don't risk multiple billions for weak security. And it will probably be the infrastructure behind a number of bridges down the line as well. I'm sure they'll end up working with a ton of bridges between different chains, because again, they're more secure. I think it's inevitable. Look, Chainlink's always going to be the king of oracles because of the way that they began, the way that they set up. They're the first of their kind, really, or the first of the oracles. They're like Chainlink to oracles is like Ethereum to smart contracts. So them two will probably always be the kings of those particular genres, categories. But your smaller cap oracles, particularly your quality like Tellor, still can do a run. And a 10x from where it is right now still only puts it at like a 360 million market cap. It's feasible it could do a lot more. Particularly if big DeFis start coming to them. But what do you guys think? Do you think other cryptos are going to, or other DeFis are going to realize the necessity to remove that single point of failure, to be with someone, to utilize a protocol that's truly decentralized? Or do you think they're going to sacrifice security for ease, which we do see people do? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification as well so you know when new content is coming out. And guys, if you want to see what I'm buying up right now, if you want to see the coins that I am getting hold of during this bear cycle, come check out Copy My Crypto. The link's in the description. It's where I share everything I'm doing. And look, if you want to make these kind of gains, 61x here, 62x here, 58x here, 677 here, then go to the site, read through it, and if you like it, come join me. Because one thing I've said and I'll keep repeating is, when I find a coin that I believe can do that phantom run, I'm not going to do another Udemy course. I'm simply going to get on and tell the members and explain why I believe it. So if you want to be ahead of everyone else in this market, go to the site, read through it, and come join me. Take care. Bye-bye.